Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Anime Reborn. Sorry I haven't uploaded a video in a while. I've just honestly been really busy, like non-stop busy, just farming all the new content on my 3 accounts here. It's been crazy. They threw a lot at us. There's the new tournaments, there's the new Infinity Castle, there's new stages, there's new units to collect. Like, there's a ton of stuff, and then you gotta work towards the stars, getting the resources to evo them all. And I had to pretty much do that on 3 accounts. So yeah, that's been eating a lot of my time, and that's why I haven't been able to get you guys a video. But this video is going to be really special because it's gonna be different. It's going to be different than other videos that I've done. And I hope you guys stick around to listen to the entire video because it's really important. So you guys have probably been in game, and you guys have probably gone to the Infinity Castle content, and you're gonna see my 2 accounts up at the top. Now, I'm getting a lot of accusations about, you know, how did I get such a lead? It's impossible. It's technically impossible. This guy's cheating, blah, blah, blah. Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you it's definitely not cheating. It's definitely possible. There's no exploits. There's no bugs. It's all doable. You guys got to remember this is a TD game. You can't just brute force your way with the strongest team. Sometimes you have to strategize. You have to utilize units you have, their passives, buffs. And you got to spend the time to do trial and error and find a method that works. That's exactly what I did. I spent like 16 hours doing trial and error between different teams, figuring out strategies to make things work, because a lot of people that got high up on the leaderboard in Infinite Castle early on, prior to the SJW nerf, he was basically hybrid on placement and did Monarch SJW levels of damage at only upgrade 4. So people were able to get up really high with him in a short amount of time, and then they went and nerfed him. So we had to figure out a different strategy to climb, and I figured it out. And so I started climbing up the board, and it made a lot of people unhappy. And actually, that's what this video is going to be about. I am not going to show you guys my Infinity Castle strategy. And you guys can thank the moderation team over at the Anime Reborn Discord channel, specifically Hydra. This kid, whatever he is, has been on my ass ever since. It all started since I posted. I was doing some practice for Infinite Wave stages for the leaderboard. I was doing some practicing, figuring out what teams people were using, how I can get high up on the waves for the next season so I can get on the leaderboard. And I assumed, because I did the best I could and I still couldn't even hit the wave that top 100 had, I also assumed that, like, hey, like, are these guys cheating or something? Like, how are they getting so high up on it? So I made a comment like that in one of the content creator chat channels, and Hydra was basically the first one to respond to me, and he basically clowned on me, made fun of me, basically calling me an idiot for why would I run the infinite stage after the leaderboards or the season's already ended? Like, the concept of practicing or just improving was completely foreign to him. So instead of just being like a decent person and helping me out and giving me advice, he decided to clown on me. So I shot back at him, and basically the conversation never went anywhere. I ended up blocking him for a little bit because I just didn't want to deal with his shit at the time. So I guess he is still salty about it, because earlier this week I had my content creator role stripped of me. On the Discord. They literally took away my content creator role. And I need you guys to understand that I was an exception. A few months ago, earlier when the original development team still existed on this game, the previous content creator moderator, I had reached out to him through a support ticket, and I said, hey, I know that I don't meet the requirements for content creator role. I don't have the amount of subs, I don't have the amount of views, whatever, right? But I'm like, but look, I'm actively creating consistent content about AR, pushing the game. I'm not advertising any other games, just Anime Reborn on Roblox. I've had Moz King and Sage, RXL Sage, commend me on my videos and say how high quality content they are. And so I showed that to him, and he granted me the exception because I was, promoting the game, trying to make it succeed, trying to make it grow. So he granted me the content creator role because of those efforts I put forward. So I earned it, that felt good. And it spurred me to be better in the game. I wanted to work hard. I wanted to work on my accounts, make my teams better. I'm always in the questions channel on the Discord, trying to help you guys out with your questions and give advice and be helpful. And yeah, basically I woke up the other day after a really long night of grinding Infinite Castle on my accounts. I woke up the next day and found out that I had gotten my content creator role stripped from me. So I reached out to Comet, the moderator that did it. And basically I just got ego in return. Like, it was from the get-go, it was just unprofessional behavior. Like, what do you want? You don't meet the requirements. So what are you gonna do? So rather than talking about it in a public channel where everybody can see and people are just constantly posting, I took it to DMs. I basically explained to Comet that the moderator Comet that how I had acquired my content creator role through being by being through an exception, right? And they didn't budge at all. Instead Comet just basically made fun of my view count, like, oh, you only average like 1K views and stuff. And it's just like, okay, I don't care if I'm averaging 1K, 5K, 10K, 15, like whatever the number is. The most important fact is that I'm promoting Anime Reborn. Doesn't matter how many people are watching. The more eyes we're getting on this game, the more the game's going to grow, the more interest people are going to have. And they use this really black and white requirement metric where you have to have like 5,000 subs, a certain amount of views on different platforms. It's like, this doesn't work. It doesn't account for the nuances, because you can have a content creator that meets those requirements, but they might be posting videos on Anime Vanguards or other competing TD games, and it's just like, what good is that? You're advertising a content creator that doesn't really have his sole focus into Anime Reborn. And so I was pretty off-put by it, and I was trying to explain to them that, there needs to be a restructuring to the requirements for content creators, because you can't have someone hit those requirements and not really make any AR content, but then you have someone who's making AR content, maybe they don't meet the requirements, but they're generating interest in the game. As a moderator of Anime Reborn, especially on the Discord, that should be your sole focus. Getting people interested in the game for the success and the health and the longevity and the growth of the game. And as I was trying to explain this, I was just met with a stone wall by Comet. Like, it was like talking to a brick wall. No logic made sense. There was no empathy. There was no compassion. There was no understanding of my situation. It was just too bad, so sad, deal with it. And the more information I provided screenshots of my videos, how they've performed. I showed them screenshots of the comments Moz King and Sage made. And just, eventually I just got ghosted. They didn't respond. They didn't do anything. They just wanted to wipe it under the rug and let it go. So earlier today, I was pinged on Discord in the media channel by a user basically asking about how I was able to get into first and second on the Infinite Castle. And obviously, you guys got to understand, I've had like hundreds of people asking me what team I'm using, what strategy am I using. They're all accusing me of cheating, right? And it's just like, first of all, I'm not cheating. It's legitimate. There's already another user on the leaderboard that has a working method that's also climbing up right behind me. So obviously, it's doable. The roadblock in Infinite Castle is always going to be Cell Max, because when he dies, he regenerates 50% of his HP. At a certain point, you're just technically not going to be able to do enough damage to kill that much HP when you only have 15 waves worth of money to deal with. But aside from that, to get back to the point, it was pretty frustrating and disheartening to have my content creator role stripped of me. And as I dug deeper today, because I got into a really big drama rant with pretty much the entire mod team on that Discord today, because, once you start drama with one of them, they all come in as a gang, of course. Like, almost every single Discord server's mod team is just a clique of friends that promote each other up, and they just run things with an iron fist however they want. Nobody can be right except them, right? That's the way it just is with Discord moderators. But this is an excessive case. Like, it's really sad to see that ever since the new development team took over Anime Reborn and, these new mod members came onto the Discord, I just see such a decrease in quality on both the Discord and the game. Like, it just doesn't even feel like the same Anime Reborn anymore. And I just got to be honest when I say this. Hydra, I know 1000% is responsible for stripping me of my creator content role. He's just been salty towards me ever since our initial encounter, where I blocked him because he was being a little bitch, and then for no reason. Like, I was just inquiring about stuff. Yeah, maybe I threw out the cheating accusation, but that could have been easily cleared by just like explaining some things to me, right? But no, he wanted to clown on me instead, so I shot back, and he didn't like that, and now we're here. So basically, I know for a fact, because I've seen screenshots from other users, I've seen screenshots of his discussions with other people. Hydra's the type of person that wants to look like the good guy on the surface, but he's orchestrating everything in the background. He gets people to do his dirty work for him. So like, I've been approached by so many different people. What's the strat you use? The developers are going to think you're cheating. Just tell us your strat so then this can all go away. It's just like, dude, I wasn't born yesterday. You guys are just shit at the game. It's a massive skill issue gap that they are having. They can't comprehend that someone figured out a working solution, so their first thought now is cheating. And because Hydra already has a previous hate on for me, now it's amplified. So he's telling people I'm probably cheating. He's putting a witch hunt on me. Even Comet is now saying that this is the biggest bullshit lie. Comet said that I've been nothing but toxic. I've had multiple complaints of being toxic and negative towards people on the Discord. And I asked for them to show proof, and they couldn't, because they can't. Because if you go on to the Anime Reborn Discord right now and look at my complete user history, my chat history on my profile, you will not find a single negative comment for months. I only exist in the questions channel, helping people, answering questions, giving out free units. I want this game to succeed. I want it to grow, and I would put my ego and my personal gripes with people aside if it's for the benefit of Anime Reborn. And we currently have a mod team with people like Comet and Hydra who do not prioritize the health of this game first. They're putting their vendettas first, which is me. So yeah, I was stripped of my creator content, my content creator role. And now they're just maliciously trying to get me to reveal my team and my strategy while using the gaslighting excuse like, oh, if you don't, we'll make all of this go away and you'll get your content creator role back if you tell us what you're doing. It's like, you guys created a competitive event with a ranking system that is tied to rewards. There is no way I'm going to tell people publicly what teams I'm using and what strategies I'm using unless I feel like losing the event. Like, you just got to use your brain a little bit. And I don't know, I just everything that's happened in the last few days, it just feels like it's it just feels like I'm being punished for succeeding, for doing well. I play this game every day. I have 3 accounts, and a lot of people are also going to question, how do I have enough time to get each of these 3 accounts up on the leaderboard? It's not a hard concept to understand. I have 3 computers. On my main computer, which I'm on right now, I remote into my other 2 computers. So I can literally play these 3 accounts at the same time. So I'm not running Infinity Castle stages one at a time between 3 accounts. I'm not doing the work 3 times. I'm doing the work once because I'm running them all at the same time. So that just proves my point that, like, People are just making all the wrong assumptions because they don't know any better. And you got guys like Hydra, and Comet, who are complete detriment. They're a complete detriment to this game's health and longevity. I don't know what the dev team is doing, having these guys as moderators on the Discord channel. They're gonna kill this community with the way they're ruling things. They hold vendettas. They put their vendettas before the health and success of this game. I don't like. In what world is it right to strip someone of a content creator role that they earned previously? Like, what net positive is it for the game? Because now it just makes me not want to make videos for Anime Reborn. It doesn't give me the motivation to make videos anymore. Why would I? After I put in all that effort to earn my role as an exception and get praise from the creators, just to have, some petty vendetta hate against me, and then strip it away from me. And then the worst part is you guys went and held it ransom. You guys are now holding my content creator role that I earned ransom and saying, oh, if you tell us your strategy and what you're doing so we can make sure you're not cheating, we'll give you your content creator role back. It's like, fuck you. Like, this is the moderation team that's running the Anime Reborn Discord right now. They're just a small clique of people who are just corrupt like that. They're gonna bring this game down. And in no scenario, in no world I can think that it's beneficial to, make a content creator feel this way, because this game severely needs any exposure it can get right now. Any kind of eyes on it, any kind of interest. We want to make it grow. If the moderation team like Comet and Hydra think it's a good idea to strip a content creator of his role and demotivate him from making videos about a game that really needs the exposure, then that just goes to show where their head is at with this game. Like, they prioritize other things over this game, and I don't even know why they're in the position they are when they rule with a bias. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. So, you know what? And the funniest thing too is I had 3 weeks of content basically pre-recorded. I'm staring at it on my second monitor right now. I have 3 weeks of content. I was going to start video editing after I was done running this Infinity Castle. I was going to start video editing, making a ton of guides for you guys, making a ton of unit reviews. I was actually also going to do an Infinite Castle guide. I was going to show you guys, maybe not my exact strategy, but I was going to definitely show the team, and I was going to just talk about a few things to edge you guys in the right direction. But the same day that I was thinking about all of this, they stripped me of my content creator role and did all that bullshit. So now I don't feel like doing it. So if you guys want to blame anyone for the downfall of Anime Reborn or the lack of, care for it, the lack of content creators, it's because you have people like Hydra, Comet, and probably a few others who are just cancer. They're just cancer. They don't belong in the positions that they are. They're a detriment to Anime Reborn. They don't care about the game's success. They don't prioritize the health of this game first. And they're just going to drive away people like they're driving me away from making videos. Oh, I'm still going to play the game. This is the only this is the only game I play on Roblox. So I'm passionate about it. I like making content about it. I like helping you guys. I like doing giveaways. I have tried to be nothing but a positive influencer for this game. But like I said, people like Hydra and Comet on the moderation team, they need to go. They're going to kill this game so incredibly fast. And, if you guys don't do anything about it, then if you like AR, it's probably going to go, because that's the type of people you have running the show. And they're just going to those kind of people just drive people away. So that's kind of my rant. Sorry for tricking you guys into thinking that I was going to give away my strat. But honestly, I wanted to get as much eyes on this video as possible to kind of just expose how toxic and how petty, I guess, the current, management is on the Discord, and how vindictive they are. gaslighting me into all this bullshit, calling me childish and unprofessional after they stripped my content creator role away from me, accused me of cheating, all this stuff, and then they're gonna turn around and say, why are you mad? Why are you acting out like this? It's like, okay, yeah, that's some A-class fucking gaslighting right there. So yeah, I am pretty pissed about it, and it's undeserving. It's a problem that should have been a problem in the first place. And I have A7 moderator, he's admitted that he doesn't even play Anime Reborn. He doesn't even care about the game. Straight up admit it. Pull the screenshot up on the screen right now. You can read it for yourself. You have people moderating the Discord channel that don't give a single fuck about this game. And so what good is that? You have people who don't care whether this game succeeds or fails. Get them off the team. It's like, if I was a developer for this game, immediate demotion. Like, you would never touch a mod role ever again in the server. I don't know. It's sad when I want the game to succeed and I want it to grow, and you have a team that's supposed to be in charge of things literally doing the complete opposite. It's fucked up, and y'all need to get a handle on it. So yeah, sorry guys, I don't know if I'm going to be making any more Anime Reborn videos unless things change. I had a lot planned. It's a shame that I have all this content recorded and now I can't use it, but I gotta stand my ground on this. What happened to me is some bullshit, and their egos are too big. They're not gonna admit it. They won't realize that what they did is wrong. But I hope you guys realize it, and I hope you guys start calling them out on it on the Discord channel. If you guys really like this game, those are not the ones to be running the Discord channel and doing these kind of things to content creators. All right, guys. See ya.